Hey y'all, this is Tan. How y'all doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Today has been an interesting day. I've been up and down with a lot of my emotions, and to be honest, it's all good. We've been here, done this before, and we'll keep on moving because that's just what we do around here, ain't it? Okay, so um I got on today because I the hate train is real. I mean, my goodness. Jeez. There's a lot of people that are just like talking mess. And a lot of people have been just talking mess during um the entire campaign trail of not only it just happens on both sides. It really does here in the United States. And my thing is that geez, I expected it not to be so aggressively hateful about Kamala being losing to Trump, but she did. But that doesn't mean that she didn't do something that was worthwhile, that is good, that we can at least give her some um recognition for it. Okay? Because my goodness, I've seen so many people in these comments that's just like coming at her hard. Like, was it worth all of that? Now, I didn't agree on either one of them being president for real. But with the choices that we had, and me actually doing the thing, which is voting, using my voice, I chose. Okay, I made my choice. And I'm glad that America has made a choice, that we can move forward and hopefully be more united. But whatever the case may be, I wanted to just run down real quick an article that I got, and I'm using fair use, and this is just for people to know a little bit of something about something, because she didn't do too bad in her um political position. And I just wonder, will she go back to being a senator? Will she be a attorney general like she was in California? So these are just things that I'm curious about, and I just wanted to talk about milestones for women and the presidency. And no matter what you say about her policies, how she came in the race late, how she didn't have enough time, which she didn't. And to this point, I don't even know if we've heard from Joe Biden at all today and his views on what happened. Or maybe he might, feel a little salty about the reasoning that the Democrats wanted him to step down in the last little bit. I mean, it was a little less organized this year than most years when it comes to elections. We knew this stuff was going on. People, I suppose, were feeling Biden until he had that bad debate. Donald Trump had the last 4 years to practice his stuff, and still it seemed a little unorganized in my opinion. But that's just me. I'm just saying, yay. I'm not no politician, but I do have the right to speak and make sense of my day. And so I'm getting some information from Rutgers, New Brunswick, Ingleton Institute of Politics, COP, CAWP. I don't know if y'all can see that good. I don't know if y'all can see. Okay. Yeah, that. Women in the Presidency, History and Facts. And I, more than any woman of any race in these United States, this woman has paved the way for many of us to keep believing. Her whole life is technically hope for women. So, regardless of how thrown into it seemed like she was, because I feel like It was a new position. She did the job. She did the job, and she still got a little bit more to do. I'm not sure if all the policies lined up with me. I don't want to offend other people, but let me be honest. I didn't like all the policies that she ran on when it came to immigration and all of that. That's, you know, something I actually did agree with Trump on. But besides that, a lot of this stuff I'm not sure about when it comes to Donald Trump. And I will see if I can find this other headline about the first few things that Trump decides to do on day one when he becomes president or is actually inaugurated. Not becomes, because you already been there. Okay, so milestones for women and the presidency. So it says here in 2020. Let's start a little bit sooner. Okay, so in 2019, 6 women formally announced their candidacy for presidency. Representative Tulsi Gabbard in Hawaii, Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, and that was in New York, Senator Kamala Harris in California, Senator Amy Klobuchar in Minnesota, and Senator Elizabeth Warren in Oklahoma. Oh, hold up. No, Warren, she's from Oklahoma. That's what it is. But I guess MA, would that make her Massachusetts? Yeah, Massachusetts. And Marianne Williamson, who wrote some really great books. She authored some amazing books. Now, if you went to any history or civics class, it's been about 100 years that us women have even been able to vote. And not all women, not women of color, of course. We weren't able to vote. Ours came a little bit later, but the first woman was able to vote about 100 years ago. So with that being said, I'm going to be thankful for being able to do that we do the first week of November in these states here. So in 2020, November of 2020, U.S. Senator Kamala Harris was elected vice president of the United States, becoming the first woman of color, the first Black woman, and the first South Asian woman elected to this office. So, yes, she did that. She became the first one. And yes, she had to be selected. But honestly, with how the country was going in 2020, the only person that really could win and take care of things, when it came to the, how kind of wild it seemed and divisive it was back then. When it comes to Donald Trump, is Kamala Harris. So, okay, 2020, in August 2020, U.S. Senator Kamala Harris was selected by former Vice President Joe Biden as his running mate in the 2020 presidential election. What did I say down here? Okay. Oh, okay. All right. This is in August. She was selected as his running mate. And Harris was the first woman of color to be selected as the running mate on a major party ticket. Okay, she did. The first South Asian woman and the first Black woman. Harris joins Geraldine Ferraro and Sarah Palin in becoming the third woman in history tapped as a vice presidential pick, as well as the fourth woman with Hillary Clinton on a major party presidential ticket. So, and honestly, we didn't even know how to say her name. We didn't even know how to say her name until a couple months ago. Like, I kept on saying Kamala. Mom was like, my mother kept on saying, no, it's Kamala. And for someone to have a hard name to say, just like Barack Obama, them names is not easy names to say. So for people to actually find out who this woman is, and I still think that we could know more about her in the coming years. And will she, like I said, what will she do from here? I want to hear more from her. Um, Not saying that she has to run again. If she wants to, yeah, sure. Why not? In August 2024, Vice President Kamala Harris became the second woman, first Black woman, and the first South Asian person in to be a major party's presidential nominee when she earned the requisite votes of the Democratic National Committee on August 6th, 2024. She had less than 100 days to really prepare and run a campaign. And that's part of the reason why, like, I'm still kind of wondering, honestly, would we be in the situation where it seemed like it was a crunch time thing? Would it, they said, the whole trajectory of the United States back in 2020 was totally different. um I think a lot of people felt like he would be reelected, Trump would, if um if Joe Biden didn't run. Now, I just know when it came to healthcare, with the Affordable Care Act is starting to actually be implemented. We had better care overall when we had, the C-19 stuff that we just had to deal with. And since then, my healthcare has been better. It's not super expensive in the way that it was prior to that. So I don't think that that's a bad thing. And I'm wondering also, is Joe Biden, did he really, really want to be president? Because he seemed like he didn't want to have to run for presidency until the party said, hey, we think that you're the best choice to actually get this guy out of being a tyrant and dividing the country. I mean, it's the first time I ever saw anybody in the middle of the street, like, I don't know what it said in the middle of the street. Maybe it said something like make America great again, or it had Donald Trump's name, and then the two ladies was pouring do y'all remember that, when they was pouring the black paint all over his mother, squishing that around? And then there was a lot of division when it came to the race issues. Are we going back to dealing with that? I hope that we don't. I hope that we actually make good choices to focus in areas that we can really see results. Because honestly, we voted. It takes about 5 minutes to fill out that little scantron and walk into the place, put it in the little voter electronic thing, and then walk out. It don't take no time to fill out the little form and do your little voting. But we need to see that things are actually going to be great. Because, I mean, let's be honest, it hasn't been great for everybody. But we shall see. Like I said, because this whole day, everybody's been all on Kamala just not being ready for the job or not being able to do it. But I really do feel that, yes, Joe Biden could be changing things when it comes to the policies that need to be implemented. I mean, he still has 100 and some odd days left. And last time I checked, he was the one that could make executive orders or pardon people or whatever needs to be done. All the things that Donald Trump was saying that they were doing wrong. And this is what I also want to know moving forward when we get to the primaries again. Would we also expect the guys that are going out to still do this job, do the work? I mean, I don't know. Does it stop once you start campaigning? As a citizen, I'm just curious, like, what are we doing when we say that we're going to do this next term, do this next term, do this next term? You can start right now. Why is it on hold for the next person to come into the office in order to change something? Because it seems like maybe at the beginning of somebody's um, uh, presidency, they do a couple of things and then it either gets shut down or talked about or rallied against during the middle towards the end, and everything seems to be just the same as it was before we even got in there. So before they even got in there. So here is the other thing I wanted to say about her. And technically, according to CNN, fair use, guys, for 85 minutes, Kamala Harris became the first woman with presidential power. She was, and those are some great things about her. But I want to get to what Trump is planning to do with his time. Because while we're sitting over here dragging the whole Democratic folks, I'm registered independent. So, I reserve my right to drag both sides, but it just seems like everybody's like, duh, she was gonna lose. Like, but okay, fine. If we didn't know, everybody yesterday was just talking about how easy it was. She was a shoe-in and all that stuff. But let me see what Trump is planning to do on his first day after the inauguration. I'm looking it up right now, so give me a second. And Trump's plans for first day of presidency. Okay, so his plan. Let me see what his plan says. Donald Trump's plans for his first day as president. This is coming out of Independent. So this is the Independent. Has been revealed by his senior advisor, Jason Miller, explained. Let me see. Speaking on Good Morning America, Mr. Miller said he will put all his border policies back in place. We can secure it and start making the country more safe. Okay, I mean, because that was the one thing that I would agree most that with Trump that he wanted to do was to secure the borders. I mean, I was born here, but if I was attempting to come here, I would try to do it the right way. So, because that takes food out of a lot of people's mouths if they're out there stealing. And how can someone that is an immigrant get better housing than the people that's here? Like, some people are not even able to be first time homeowners here in America, let alone giving extra money to people that ain't even from here or tried to become a citizen of here, just came over here illegally. And so the next thing is, it said also Hold up. Let me go back. They changed that on me. Okay, so also we can get a lot of the energy exploration going, which will help with bringing down the cost of things and stop the out of control inflation we've seen. Okay, so those are just 2 points, but I saw another point that I actually wanted to see. Let me see if this one's going to give me something I want to actually. Um, okay, energy exploration. Um, Other things, of course, will take legislative action and things of that nature. But right away, this is what he added. This is the Miller guy that was speaking, but this is a different website. Anyway, so things of that nature. But right away, President Trump can put so many things into place. And again, that is why people are so optimistic. Okay, is there anything that we're actually going to know that he plans to do on day one? But we'll see within the first 100 days what he plans to do. And I hope that we can recognize that we need to recognize that locally and statewide is our best bets for getting policies together for our folks, whoever we're representing, whoever we care to see different things in our communities. And honestly, we need to get with people that are already out here doing the work. There's a lot of different places in each state, groups of people that are doing grassroots type of work. But honestly, what does it matter if she lost today? Too much. It's just another day. We got to keep on going. We still got bills to pay. Okay. But anyways, I will see you in the next video. I'm coming out with an album. My name is Tam Prince. Subscribe to the channel. The album will be released on January 1st. It's called The Melody Goddess. I have a couple of singles that will be out soon. And I do thank y'all for watching. And I will see you in the next one. Let me know if you like this kind of commentary or us talking about other things in the news and whatnot, because I want to communicate with people. I want to have a dialogue with you guys. So thanks for showing up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.